I'm going to walk you through the exact due diligence process that we use in order to find the right joint venture partner so that you can have a better understanding of exactly what we look for when we're looking to partner with other capital partners. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell to get updates on new content. And make sure you watch to the very end of this video because I'm going to give you some information as to how you can get access to off market real estate investment deals in the US. And you can purchase them and partner with us and purchase them as Canadian residents. And they are low price, high monthly ROI, monthly cash flow. And I'm happy to share them with you. So stay to the very end. Let's get started. I'm going to walk you through some of the due diligence process that we undertake in order to vet our joint venture partners. It doesn't matter who we are, it is so important that before we start to share more information about all of the research and all of our knowledge that we've done before handing out contact, it is very important that we sign a letter of intent. And there are some very important, including penalties, that are outlined in there so that none of us are taking advantage of each other's time. I know a lot of people watch our YouTube content and they connect with us, and we want to partner with you and work with you, but we may not know who you are. And I want to, ensure that we take care of each other. We're going to be somewhat, in other words, married together in a agreement, and we're going to be entitled together on our corporations together. It is very, very important that we respect each other, and it'll be Josh and I on this joint venture agreement, as well as whomever want to be on it. We take up to two other partners, so four people in total in our corporation. It is very important that we do perform due diligence, and I recommend that you do the same to us so that it is the respect is very mutual, and understanding that we're both taking care of this as a business. And we look for, of course, we ask for IDs, reference checks. There might be reference of reference checks, and we also often look for proof of payment. If you tell us that you have X amount as capital partners, we need to know exactly what you have in place. What are some reserve funds you have in place? Exactly, can you qualify for mortgage and a proof of employment? All of that good stuff. And we ask for credit report as well. And one of the most important thing that we also look for is criminal history as well. A lot of times, like I mentioned, we have a lot of people that connect us online that we may have never met before. There's never a referral or a reference in between. It is really important to protect the best interests of both parties, that we ensure that we undertake these due diligence. And I know the people that we met with, that we're looking to partner with, appreciate this as well, because we're here and we're running a proper business that is sound and that makes sense to protect both parties on both ends, which is very important. And at the same time, we'll also share with you our joint venture agreement, our template. And everything's up for negotiation, but Josh and I do run a tight ship. We only want to partner with people that fit into our systems and our processes. We run a multiple different businesses, and we want to make sure we're working with people whose goals and vision and future and why align with ours. People who are stuck in the 9 to 5, who want to relieve themselves of their full-time job. People who, because I was there once, and I wouldn't have been able to relieve me of my 9 to 5 if it wasn't for real estate investing. So I want to help as many people do that. And we're in the process of relieving my husband from his 9 to 5. We're in the process of doing more with of a lot of our other business, and we want to leverage real estate investing to do the things we love on our terms. And I want to be able to do that with our partners. And I want to be able to, Josh and I, what is important for us is not to just partner with one or two people and own, to partner with, buy one or two properties with many partners. We want to be able to find really good handful of investors, joint venture partners who are looking to buy and build a massive portfolio with us. And we want to make your dreams and your visions come to life. And we want to be able to take on the heavy load and do all the work for you so that you can sleep in peace, because of our due diligence process that we have in place in order to protect both parties. So our joint venture partners, it is, we share our joint venture agreement. I highly recommend that you take our joint venture agreement once we're ready to sign, and have your legal counsel review it, as well as ours. And make sure, when I recommend this, make sure people who are reviewing your joint venture agreement are people with investment background, people who've done this before. We don't want to hear advices from people who've never signed a joint venture agreement. So people who have experience doing this. So it is very important that you understand, I'm again always scratching the surface when I'm sharing this, because there's a ton of information when it comes to this. I highly recommend. And the landscape of the joint venture ship and is a bit different in the US. And when you partner together as Canadians in the US, things do change, and the structures change. The layout of the partnership change a little bit, and it's really important that we're on the same page about this. And that's why it is important that we jump on a call, we talk about this, and their letter of intent, joint venture agreement, they all have process, penalties all put in place to protect both parties. Life and incidents happen, and how do we ensure that we protect both parties so that none of us are wasting any of our time, that we're not wasting resources, and a lot of our energy is going towards opportunity and growth. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that was really helpful, and I hope that was helpful for you as investors, so that you can look for in your joint venture partners and the type of process that you have in place. I hope this was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can watch more content like this. And if you came this far to the video, thank you so much for coming this far. You can visit you can check the description below, or check right in the background right here, Tavares Rajasingam.ca. Click on investors. You can arrive at a page where it's going to give you access to enrolling and having access to subscribing and getting access to US off market properties with high ROI, strong cash flow. If this is of interest to you, connect with us, and I'd love to chat further. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with EXP Realty Brokerage. And if you are a real estate agent watching this, and if you want to partner with me and have access to a global network, have access to team building opportunities, stock awards, multiple streams of income, and have completely, be part of a brokerage that's completely disrupting the real estate industry, connect with me. And also, you can visit tavaresrajasingam.ca and click on that Realtor tab and learn more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you. I will see you next time.